Yep.
Hey everyone, this is Carl with the Remodeling Marketing Team, and I'm here with Nathan Svaboda from Wichita Home Works. Nathan's been working with us for about 5 years now. And so back in 2017, describe what your business looked like, because you had an interesting office set up. Tell us about your crew, kind of where you were revenue-wise at that point.
Yeah. So the wife and I bought a fixer-upper of a house. If I'm going to be a remodel contractor, I might as well live in a remodel, I figured. But we turned the basement into headquarters and ground zero for launching Wichita Home Works. So a card table, a $50 printer, and a laptop I had in college. We hit the ground rolling. So had my dad working with me, as well as just one receptionist that I had worked with through Lowe's for a while. And so bare bones, we did about, I think we were running about 1.5 million for the year in gross revenue. I don't know that we had a great grasp of what we were making off of that, but I know we made some profit enough to move on to the next year. But that's kind of where we started from.
Okay, good. Yeah, so you and I met, and as I recall, you were looking for an SEO guy.
Yep.
And so we sat down and we went through a couple of steps. So we looked at redoing your website so that it would convert. And one of the things we added to that was a contact form. And as you've used this for the last few years, how often does that contact form get utilized?
So now it's a daily usage, which even to this day somewhat surprises me, because I kind of look at what my habits are online, and I typically go into using contact forms for other people and expect that I'm not going to get anything back. But the way ours works, I see them come through. I mean, just this morning I got one and passed it on down the line to our estimator, and it's in the flow already. So
excellent.
It's been great for us, definitely.
Good. Yeah. So a couple of things that we really worked on with you was developing an ecosystem. So we started, website was the centerpiece.
Yep.
Then we moved into social media ads, because we really understood that your audience was visual, right? So imagery has been a big thing.
Definitely.
Yeah. And tell us a little bit about what you do to keep that imagery fueled. I know you do a lot of unique things to create that visual representation on Facebook and on Instagram. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So, first and foremost, it'd be before and after pictures. And even that, we kind of started from not having an actual, not necessarily making it part of the system, but just, if I thought about it, I'd take pictures, and, with a smartphone that wasn't all that great. And then we've moved up now to professional photography. And then also just on a daily basis with our project managers out in the field, they're taking photos of active progress on our projects. And then we are taking those and creating one post on all of the different platforms daily. And then I also try weekly to get out to a job site and do a live live post on our social media as well. So
exactly. Now, one of the things we did, because of how visual your market is, we began running Facebook ads, and we also began retargeting on those ads. And I know you and I have talked many times just on the power of that retargeting piece. What are some of the things you've noticed with those social media ads? How have those driven your business? Have they been effective? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So what I see happen with those is it helps to build the audience on our different social media platforms. So, they see a picture of one of our high-end kitchens that we just finished, and they'll like that or they'll comment on it, and then the retargeting kind of throws them back into the loop, so they start seeing that more often. And typically people that, if that sort of thing catches their eye, there's a good chance that it's because they're, thinking about one of their own, a project of their own, or, at least interested in potentially doing that down the road. So, in addition to just getting click throughs to, our website and whatnot, and then getting leads. But I really do see it, kind of build that brand awareness.
Okay, excellent.
And we can actually track it. That's the other thing. Because, a lot of people, they'll just spend money on marketing, and their excuse for doing that is, well, I'm getting brand awareness. But if you can't measure that or actually, see that, you're kind of just, shooting in the breeze. So
good. Now, one of the things that's happened since, we began deploying that is now Facebook is giving you the ability to receive direct messages from those customers. What kind of activity do you see through that Facebook Messenger on a regular basis?
Yeah, it stays just as steady as the online, as our website does. So the main areas we see our leads come in is through Google My Business, our website, and then Facebook Messenger on our business platform. So
excellent. Now, the next step that we started implementing as we worked together is we began to utilize Google Ads, and we've used those extensively, and that's actually become your biggest traffic source in many ways. And so, tell us a little bit about how you've seen that Google advertising work on your behalf. It's obviously it's a multi-step process a person goes through, but what's been your perceptions of how those Google Ads have driven your business?
Yeah. The funny thing is I still kind of almost surprise myself with seeing, our presence in the Google searches. I'll get on, I'll have one of my friends or something, hey, just search, remodeling Wichita, or, just search, custom home builder Wichita. And it's fun just to see on their device, not necessarily having, been looped into a retargeting or anything like that, to see us pop up on like the first, 3 areas of those searches and all that sort of thing. So I've definitely, we've definitely seen, I think Google is also our biggest source of phone calls, getting phone leads. And it's been fun to see as time's gone on, how it's so steady now.
Good. Yeah, it's really helped with Google giving direct call functionality to those ads now. So it's not just a click to the website anymore. They can click and call you direct, which is great. And then, of course, we utilized your video activity and built out a YouTube channel covering every conceivable thing. So again, more visual representation. But let's talk about, once that ecosystem was in place, you've got your organic rankings, your Google ads, your Facebook ads, your Instagram ads. Within 2 years, tell us what happened to your revenues. So we started in 2017. By 2019, what were your gross revenues that year?
Yeah, we were sitting around 4.3 million within those 2 years, and we had a completely. We had grown to I think 2 estimators, We still had an office admin, and we also had 2 project managers. And I remember being busier than all get out. We were outgrowing our basement, and yeah, had to start looking for an actual office space. So I mean, it definitely worked. And the great part is it didn't, um, crash the bank account doing it. You got to put money towards it, but at least I knew that the money that I was putting towards it was definitely working for us.
Exactly. Yeah, what's impressive is really for no more ad spend than we've had to use.
Yeah.
The results of just multiplying that. That's the beauty of the ecosystem is all of those pieces playing together. So let's fast forward to where you're at today. Talk a little bit about where the business is at today, the size of the business. You've expanded into some other things. Give us a little insight into that.
Yeah. Today we have 15 employees on the administrative side, and we have about 18 in-house craftsmen and actual remodel guys out in the field. We're on track to do over 5 million this year. Our profit margins are expanding each and every year, which is awesome. And phone keeps ringing. We keep getting leads. Yeah, I mean, it's been an effective and sustainable marketing plan for us for sure.
Okay. So what would you say to another remodeling company owner that is considering really scaling out, really embracing the digital side? Maybe they're been kind of a family business and operated off of referrals all these years, but they're really thinking about, taking advantage of what's happening in the digital space. What would be your advice to them these days?
So I remember, when I was essentially right around the time that I ended up, finding you and connecting with you, I was looking for, what do I do for marketing? I've got some money that I want to spend on it, and I want to take a risk. I want to grow this and scale it. And I remember, you talk to this person and they say, "Oh, you got to do this one thing. This is the ticket. Dump all your money into X, Y, and Z." Then you go talk to another person and it's, "Oh no, you got to do this. This is the only thing that works. It's the only thing that'll ever work. Dump your money into that one." The biggest thing that I know you were an advocate for and led us in the direction of is, like you've said, building that ecosystem. So it's not any one particular, platform or any one particular activity. It's the combination of all of those working together and working off of each other that has really seemed to lead to success for us. So yeah, I would say, I think it's better to kind of find that independent broker of all marketing things like yourself. So
Excellent. And then if any other, home improvement contractors want to connect with you, what's the best place to do that?
yeah, best place to be just to shoot me an email. I work really well based off of email. And that's Nathan at wichitahomeworks.com.
All right. Hey, I appreciate your time, Nate, and looking forward to seeing where we go here in the days ahead. And
Yep.
appreciate you spending a few moments with me.
You bet. Thanks, Carl.